good morning, or good afternoon, depending on where you live. I wanted to make this quick little video today because I wanted to talk to you guys about what's going on, what's going on with me. And honestly, I really want to talk about this because I feel like it will definitely help somebody who is also going through the same thing as me. And so I'm gonna just tell you guys like a little bit about my journey with making income. So obviously, like I said on my channel, like all the money that I make and all like the income that I make is from the Lord now. And it's been like that for a while now, for about 5 months that I've just been working for the Lord. So my income comes from the Lord, my finances come from the Lord. And for a long time, I used to work for the world. That was working for the world was my income. And, I always had a really bad experience with managers. And see, here's the thing, Emily, me, I'm an extremely hard worker. In high school, I had 3 jobs at one point, and I was working through high school, I was working through college, and still to this day, we continue working because that's just how I was raised, that you have to stay busy, you have to stay working. And for a lot of you guys out there, I know you guys have families, I know you guys have, your priorities, and you guys need to provide. So like I said, for me, it was kind of just something where I just always had a job. I always had a job. I never ever at one point just didn't have something going on. I always consistently had some type of income coming in. So, it's getting to that point where the Lord is calling me into ministry. The Lord is calling me to start working for Him. And this was the last job that I was working at. And I was working as a server / hostess. And it was at this really nice, like 4-star restaurant. And I was working there for a while. And I was having, again, such a horrible experience with managers. And it was nothing ever that I did specifically. I would say the only thing that really was like, that I would say probably bothered them was sometimes I would show up late. But it was always like once in a blue moon. It was never consistently, because like I said, I always did my job. I was always, consistently, like, I don't think anybody really had anything bad to say about me at any of my jobs. But anyways, so I'm working at this job. This is the last job that I have until I decide to start working full-time for the Lord. And, I'm just getting treated kind of badly. And I mean, what can I say? When you work in restaurants, when you work in retail experience, when you work in server positions, you're always going to get the bad type of jobs, because those types of jobs, they need people, but they don't really care about you like that. So, that was the last job that I had. And they were treating me badly. And I remember, like, for a week straight, I would go home and I would be crying in my car. Like, I would just be bawling and just crying in my car. And I would just say, Lord, like, I hate working for man. I hate working for the world. Like, I want to work for you. And keep in mind, I was already doing ministry. I was already recording my videos. And He was just kind of like, okay, well, do it. Just do it. And I was like, what? What do you mean, just do it? And He just said, just do it. I'm not stopping you. You're the one that's stopping you. And I think that is very much true. I think a lot of times we kind of get into our own head and we make excuses for why we can't do things. And so that was me. I had it pretty good here at my house. I don't pay rent. So that was a plus for me. I've lived in other apartments before where I had to contribute to rent, and I had to contribute to, paying the bills in the house. So where I was at currently, I was like, there really is nothing stopping me from just serving the Lord full time. I know other people, like I said, you guys have kids, you guys have other responsibilities, you guys got a mortgage to pay. That's a little bit more different. I'm speaking to the young people right now. I'm speaking to the young people that, maybe you guys don't have as many responsibilities on your hand. Maybe you don't got a car payment right now, if you got a car payment, if you got a mortgage payment, this message is not for you. So he just kind of told me, he said, you know, just do it. And so I was scared. I was scared. I was like, no, Lord, I can't do that. Like, I'm going to cut my income like completely down. Like, I can't do that. You know, I still have responsibilities. I still got bills to pay. You know, I got my phone bill. You know, I have my gas bill that I pay. You know, I still got to pay for different things. You know, I can't just completely go cold turkey and just, you know, not work at all. Hold on. The gardeners are there right now. Anyways, so I just told the Lord, I was like, Lord, I can't do this. I can't work for you full time. And so he just kept telling me, like, just do it, you know? And so I started reading the Bible, and I started reading all the passages and the scriptures where it was talking about Jehovah Jireh. It was talking about the Lord will provide. It was talking about all the scriptures where the Lord said he will take care of his children financially. So I was like, okay, you know, if I do this, Lord, I don't want to fail. And that was my mindset. I was like, you know, Lord, if I do this, I don't want to fail. I don't want to fail. Like, I don't want to be seen as somebody who's like, oh yeah, that's the girl that, you know, she quit her job and now she's not doing anything, you know. I wanted to have a successful ministry. So doing this, you know, serving the Lord full time and not having any other income, that was a really big risk. So I was just depending on the Lord. I was just saying, Lord, you will provide, you will provide, you will provide. And, you know, for the last 5 months, thankfully, he has provided. And I'm so grateful and I'm so thankful that the Lord has provided through every single one of these months. And yeah, I've struggled a little bit. I'm not going to lie, but you know, like it says in the Bible, the Lord will always provide. So now the Lord is like, okay, well, ministry was cool. Ministry was fun, but I need you to have other streams of income now. So now it's not just about the ministry. Now it's about building other forms of revenue. Now it's about having other assets, you know, other things that are going to provide you with wealth. So that's the journey that I'm on right now, is, you know, making other businesses, you know, having other opportunities come up where I can truly, you know, have all the money that comes from the ministry. Just let it be for the Lord, you know. You know, I'll have my businesses, I'll have my things that the Lord wants me to do, and I'll make money from that. And whatever's for the Lord will go for the Lord. Whatever's for the ministry will be for the ministry. So, yeah, anyways, that's just kind of like a short little testimony that I wanted to talk to you guys about. And, you know, I hope that you guys took something from it. You know, the Lord will always provide. But of course, look at your circumstances, look at your priorities. You know, if you have a spouse, talk with your spouse before you make any rash decisions, and ask yourselves, like, can we do this right now? You know, can we provide fully on the Lord? For me and my circumstances, it was possible, you know, it was possible for me to just fully rely on the Lord. So that's what I did. And it worked out. So anyways, I'll leave you guys with that, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Shalom.